don't have the heat. So yesterday obviously was a big bounce in the market. When you get a gap down like that and you completely go kind of red to green, obviously that is really bullish. It catches people off guard. You did get an awesome flush at the open. Remember we talked about it yesterday that when you use up too much of your daily range on the gap, you can often get reversals. So you did get an ORB to the downside on the QQQs, and then you started to reverse back the other way. Just a lot of good action, right, in the markets to get this thing going. So when we look at the markets, where can we go? What can we do? Well, we're in a tough spot because we held this bottom as a double bottom, and we held the 200-day moving average. But, we're under this 9 EMA, which has kind of been holding the market down. So at this point, what we have to do is say that the market is in a range, that we're going to be using range trading and range trading techniques to get in and out. And so, the SPY looks a lot worse than the QQQs. It's a lot under the 200 SMA, but, we'll have to kind of count the range. You can see yesterday the gap filled to the penny on the SPY. It literally pinned it right to the penny, right? Now, the beautiful algos at work. Oh, yeah. Many beautiful algos in yesterday's market, but that's all good. Yeah, there are some good gap downs we're going to get into in a couple seconds here. So let's talk about Travaggio. Travaggio's gapping up, but it's right into 200-day moving average. Not my particular cup of tea. Let me get rid of all this junk. There's nothing that hot out here. Dun, 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 dun. What are you guys watching? Hey, Anthony, what's up, baby? Let's see, Tup. Yeah, Tupperware is kind of gapping up out of this thing. And I'm surprised Tupperware has such a low float due to the fact that it's it's so old, right? You've been doing Tupperware stuff forever. You could probably add this to the list. What else? Junk. You guys, earnings season's coming up, so what you want to do is look for stocks that have the potential to be real heaters. But they got to be clean. Like your daily charts always got to be clean when you're looking at these things. EA kind of gapping up. Yeah, it did have a nice pullback to, its 200 SMA, which has been its support spot the last couple months. I would say the fourth test of this, probably it breaks down. But right now, because it's just so extended and oversold, you probably get a little bit of a bounce. BIIB. Hey, Asima, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, BIB is in a bounce spot too. So, guys, when the market gets oversold, there's a lot of stocks that will be sitting on support like BIIB, and you can take a look and, do it. This TNPP, you could pull it on your list too. It had a nice day, big volume. As long as it holds over this 50-day moving average, you could definitely take this for a day trade. Stocks like this, you can't really invest in them or hold them too long, right? Because they're turds. This thing used to be $5, got down to a quarter, very well could get back to being a quarter. So you just got to always be careful with that. STM junk. The IRBT's got a really good range on it, 103 to 82. The key on this one is going to be, does it get under this 200 SMA, right? So if you see something like this, you can take it ORB, or you can take it like a quick pullback buy down to 80, but you cannot, if you get it shorted too close to 80, it's going to bounce. So you got to, be careful of the location. That's why ideally when they break down, they come like below, the support. So that's something you'll have to keep an eye on. I did add Tesla to the list. It had a monster day yesterday. It's making kind of a pre-earnings run. You can start to see, right? Like it's starting to get upgrades and shit like that. Yesterday was hot day for Tesla. Beyond just making nice cars, right? They also make nice flag patterns, which is something that, hey, Irvin, how you doing? Which is something you got to always be kind of mindful. You can see it was really working clean yesterday too. Tesla moves clean. Like when you think about trading, does it work well with technical analysis, stuff like that? When it can, really, Tesla works good on TA, that's for sure. Let's see what else they got here. So yeah, I'd add that to your list, see what it can do. It's probably got up to about 312. You definitely don't need to go anything too crazy on it because it's just in a long-term range. WHR, you could long this thing if it stays above this level over here. Anything under this level, it probably just fades off. Guys, one thing to remember is that, when you get a nice market bounce, it makes you think like, okay, everything is okay. Like, hey, we're in a healthy market, blah, 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 blah. It's not necessarily the case. One day makes the charts look a lot better, but it doesn't necessarily fix all the technical damage that's on a stock. Does that make sense? One day makes a chart look better, but it does not fix the technical damage that can be on a chart. So, be quick with these things and really let them set up the way they need to set up. So I definitely had this IRBT. WHR you could add, not my particular cup of tea because it's just in this monster downtrend. And it's only had this kind of one nice day. But, overall, yeah, if it could get over there, you could do it. Ooh, Six Flags. Let's see what's going on with Six Flags. I'd hate to short a nice amusement park. That just seems un-American. Yeah, so this one's breaking down this big flat bottom breakdown, 58. I'd add that to the list. You look for ORB on this one or a quick pullback buy. I will say that many of these things, yeah, add that to the list. IRBTMKSI. Yeah. This one you could add to the gap down list too. The only problem is it's already bounced a few bucks pre-market. Not enough liquidity, maybe. I think there might be some better plays out there. Plan. And you never can get borrows on IPO stocks. I probably leave that one alone. Hey, can't sleep. What's going on, baby? TXN. Yeah, so TXN is kind of interesting. See this? One test, two tests, three tests. So that's a rollover pattern, right? When you get a rollover pattern, what happens? When you get a rollover pattern, then you get a gap down on bad earnings. What will typically happen is you get a lot of downside. All right, so you can have some downside. So we'll watch this one for an orb too. Caveat is, remember that I've seen very few ORBs happen. Like it seems like, hey, Dickie B, they pop down and then they shred back higher and then they fizzle on later. You guys remember? So check my YouTube. We did a class on a VWAP fizzle. VWAP fizzles the setup right now because they pop and then they come back. So what you want to do is kind of like this EDU. This is the setup. And yeah, I did like a 2-hour webinar on VWAP fizzles last year. Hey, Jason, what's up, baby? Right? So like, see, this is what VWAP fizzle. You come down, you pop up. See how you're like just ripping, riding, and grinding on that VWAP in a very dirty way? And then you break back under That's where you take the short. And that's the fizzle. Does that make sense? Hey, Jazzy, what's up, baby? So watch for the fizzle on some of these things like TXN and, all that fun stuff. All right, got to do what we got to do. As always, trade well, trade fast. Be good. Let's go do what we got to do. Guys, the market is volatile. So remember, if you're having trouble capturing the volatility, trade less size, lower your share size, figure out how to ride the waves of the market back and forth. But if you oversize, what happens? You get stopped out, you get frustrated, you end up having losses, or the market rips one way, and when you have too much size, you're unwilling to, flip your position because you have too many shares. You want to take a loss. So always trading a little bit smaller, a little bit better is the way to go. So, guys, let's go do what we got to do. Let's make some monies. Let's go and have a little fun. All right? You know what we got to do. Anthony, my man, what's up, baby?